there are no problems.
In theory. But, you know, we always think there's not going to be a problem.
There always is.
And there always is.
I wouldn't want to mess up the bingo card.
Soon enough, they won't get the technical problems bingo card. They'll get the they talk about technical problems because it's a thing of the past, Rich. It's a thing of the past. We're live. Hey, welcome. Welcome everybody.
How are y'all doing? So what is this game?
This game is Little Nightmares, which I remember either during one of the E3s or one of those times,
Yeah.
and it has an amazing trailer to it, full of creepy imagery and weirdo things, but it looks very similar to Inside or Limbo or, you know, where it's like a quasi-puzzle solver, but it's more just about creepy atmosphere.
Yeah.
So
That's the impression I got.
yeah. Which I'm okay with. It looks neat, and it's a game I wanted to play, and more importantly, Rich, it's on sale.
How much was it?
It was $10.
$10? That's not much. How long's it been out? Is this new or is this...
No, it hasn't been out. It's been out long enough.
Enough.
Maybe a year? It's been out long enough where we might have wanted to play it already, but... Holy shit. Yeah, hi. Nothing But Trouble. Hey! The long-awaited Nothing But Trouble review finally came out. It's been sitting on the back burner, simmering.
Since we talked about it way back when.
It's been gaining flavor. It's been...
There's no rush for something like that.
No, of course not. Of course not.
I understand there are other priorities.
Absolutely. True Blue review. We played Ruiner. We didn't like it on stream.
Well, you played it. I didn't play it. It didn't look super amazing.
I did not like it. So for those of you keeping track, we shot that
review.
Thank you. The Nothing But Trouble review the exact same day that we did our Demolition Man review.
Did we do it the same day?
We did it back to back, Rich.
Did we change shirts?
We changed shirts and we swapped sides. That was our big plan. We did Demolition Man first, you know, ate the Taco Bell, and then we changed shirts and swapped sides. So, but I think that's how you got to do reviews. I think that was the smart call, because then we just had two down and they could work on them whenever they wanted to.
Why didn't we release it sooner? Because we got two guys editing everything we do, pretty much.
Right.
And, you know, it's not a super high priority.
No. And really, the whole purpose of that, I mean, both of the reviews, or reviews in general, is just like to fill in the gaps when there's, you know, nothing, you know, no new half in the bag, no new best of the worst. We'll put a review out. And so we just had that one lying around waiting.
Is there really no part in the movie that made me chuckle or laugh at Nothing But Trouble? Not really laugh. I mean, fascinated. I think it's interesting. I think it's weird.
It's not funny. It's interesting.
Yes.
Yes.
It's not the same. No, saying it's not funny is not the same thing as saying I hate it.
Right.
If I hated it, I wouldn't even want to talk about it. But I do find it interesting. A peek into Dan Aykroyd's mind.
Yes. I do hate Chevy Chase in it.
He's awful.
He is a comedy vacuum.
Which is really bizarre.
It's because he tries to riff. What's the Johnny Carson quote about Chevy Chase?
I don't know this.
Johnny Carson famously said Chevy Chase couldn't improvise a fart in a bean eating contest. Or something of that nature. Like Johnny Carson really hated Chevy Chase. A lot of people really hate Chevy Chase.
Huh.
And this is a lot of Chevy Chase trying to ad lib, and it's terrible. Chevy Chase was unfortunately sober. He's terrible no matter what he is. He's really good in certain situations, but not in Nothing But Trouble, man. And he tries to get little one-liners in there. He tries to get little quips, and every single one of them falls flat on their goddamn face.
Yeah.
It's great.
All right, so
Okay, so let's play Little Nightmares and talk about stuff. We won't talk about Justice League yet, in case anyone hasn't seen it yet.
we can talk about it later. I literally I don't think I have anything to say about it. There's not enough. There's not enough to talk about.
It's a very empty movie. It's a very very empty movie. But oh yeah, just in case if someone wanted to skip past it, we won't do it. He couldn't ad-lib... Oh, the quote is, he couldn't ad-lib a fart at a baked bean dinner. Thank you, Sunday. There won't be anything that special about our Justice League chat because it's a very boring movie. But what I can talk about, Rich. I can talk about the fact that at Universal Studios Hollywood, there is a Waterworld stunt show. That's exactly the face that I made when I found out.
A Waterworld stunt show. Is this recent? Are they trying to appeal to hipsters?
No, it was built right when the movie came out in 1995.
Yeah.
And it has been running since then. The live-action stunt show has been more popular than the movie.
Oh, I can imagine.
Yes. And you know what? It's really good. It's a really good live-action stunt show.
They have, like, posters for Waterworld?
Posters?
Like, well, how do they acknowledge Waterworld in this stunt show?
How do they acknowledge?
Yeah, like, what does the stunt show, a Waterworld stunt show entail? And what do they do for, like, all of the people around these days who have no idea what Waterworld even is because it came out 22 years ago?
Oh, I got trapped in a bucket. Great question. Okay, no, so by stunt show, I mean there is a giant stage in front of a huge pool of water that is built to look like one of the outposts of Waterworld. You know, all the rusty contraptions, the big gate, and it's in a big pool of water. Like, people ride around in jet skis and stuff.
Okay.
It takes place chronologically after the events of Waterworld, the movie.
Do they have to, like, do a lot of explaining on what happened?
Oh, yeah, no, there's like a big, like, John LaFontaine voiceover beforehand going, "The mariner is returning to the land of Waterworld." And
this is the audience going, "Who is the mariner?"
Like Helen, and if you don't remember, Helen is the name of the girl in Waterworld.
No, I don't remember.
Yeah, no, because no one does. Helen returns, the bad guy's back, whatever.
Dennis Hopper's character?
Dennis Hopper's character, he's back. The mariner comes back, there's fighting, a guy gets set on fire, Rich. A guy gets set on fire. It's called hydropunk. Oh, okay. Here's the thing.
I'm pretty sure that's got to be a joke.
It's great. It's great. It's an amazing stunt show.
So what's going on? I don't know.
I'm just walking around. We're talking about the Waterworld stunt show, Rich. Nothing else. Oh. Okay, I can crouch. I can jump, and I can light a match or a lighter. Nothing else matters because there is a currently running Waterworld stunt show, and I was so excited to watch it. I actually saw it twice.
You had to go again.
I forced my family to go to the Waterworld.
So you didn't go alone. You
No.
forced your family to go with.
I forced my family to go to the stunt show with me twice.
What is wrong with you?
Because it was great. Can I? There we go. No, but the kids loved it. The kids loved the Waterworld stunt show. You know, people punching each other. There's like zip lines. There were explosions. There's fireworks. There's people riding on boats. It's a great old time, man.
I can only assume Disney's still doing the Indiana Jones stunt show. Now that I can understand still being an operation.
Of course, that makes perfect sense.
The Waterworld stunt show? That's something else entirely.
Right? Yeah,
Does that kid have a face? Is there going to be some kind of creepy reveal?
it's like a doll face thing. There we go.
There's going to be something weird about this kid.
Probably. You know what? Probably. But here's the weirdest part about the Waterworld stunt show. No merch anywhere.
Well, of course not.
Why not? If they have a giant chunk of their theme park in which they have no space to expand dedicated to Waterworld, you're telling me they can't have a T-shirt? They can't make a little because I would have bought a T-shirt.
Well, I think the question is, why do they still have a Waterworld
stunt show? Because it's incredibly popular. Rich, it was filled to capacity at both showings. I'm telling you. And this is not a small theater. This was a giant audience section. Like hundreds of people were there for the Waterworld stunt show.
Huh.
Yes.
Huh.
And it was packed both times, and the audience loved it both times. It was amazing. But why not have any merch? Why not put out a Waterworld?
Because people like the show, they don't care about the movie.
Yeah, but
would be my guess.
Well, obviously
they may have had merch at one time. It probably just didn't sell.
I need it. Anyone know where I can get it? You let me know. I need some Waterworld merch. I'm putting it on my Christmas list. Oh, that's creepy. Oh. You have to hold down the button. I have a creepy little doll now.
Is this game all style and no substance?
I don't know. I haven't done any puzzles yet. We're about to find out. This looks to be our first puzzle. So, I have this creepy little doll that I'm sure I'm supposed to do something with.
Put it more directly in the light. Yep.
Right? Yeah, I can go in this bucket. No? Oh, here I can. But like they've updated some of their rides over at Universal. They've gotten rid of stuff that wasn't popular anymore. They got rid of the Terminator experience.
But they kept Waterworld stunt show.
Do you understand why the Waterworld stunt show is so important to me now, Rich? Like they have the Mummy ride based off of the Brendan Fraser Mummy.
Oh, okay.
Not the new Mummy. But you know what? The Mummy is like, okay, that doesn't even need to be tied to a movie. That's just like the Mummy, right?
Right.
They still have the Jurassic Park ride, and you go, okay, well, Jurassic Park's...
See, Jurassic Park, that's an all-time classic.
Of course. That's
the Psycho House, I'm assuming that's still there
that's
somewhere.
Still on the tour, yep.
That's a timeless classic.
Of course.
Jaws, timeless classic.
Of course, on the studio tour.
Waterworld?
Yep. Well, and see, here's the thing, Rich. The Psycho House, the Jaws thing, that's part of the same ride, the studio tour, right?
Right.
That's part of one isolated thing, two small parts of one big thing. The Waterworld Stunt Show has its own wing of the park.
Yeah.
Dedicated to, like, the lines that form to get in it. It's amazing. It is utterly...
Does it cost extra to get in to see it or something?
No, it does not. It does not. It's part of the package.
Jaws was even torn out of the Orlando location. Wait, so the Universal Studios theme park no longer has Jaws?
Well, one of them, apparently.
Are there multiple Universal Studios?
Yeah, there's Hollywood and Orlando.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I didn't know there were two.
No, there is. There is.
I know there were two Disneys.
Yeah. Disney World and Disneyland.
What happens if you just climb in that hole on the wall?
Well, yeah, that's probably what I'm supposed to do. I'm just seeing if there's anything extra I can do. I know what I'm supposed to do, Rich. But I just want to see what I can fuck around with.
3 Disneys? Euro Disney doesn't count. Didn't they close Euro Disney? Is that still opening? I thought it was a horrible flop. Euro Disney World.
Yeah. I got toilet paper. Oh, look at that. Rich, there's creepy imagery.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah, hangman.
See? That man hunged himself. Let's see if I can grab onto him. Let's see if I can grab onto him. Nope. Nope, I can't. Oh, okay, I get it. I probably need to pull the chair over.
Just waiting for a puzzle or something to happen.
Well, it's still this is still like teaching you controls. I'm okay. I'm okay with it so far. Like I got to pull this chair over. Oh, come on, come on, get up there.
All right, are we not? Are we not turning on?
There it is. There it is. We probably turned it off for the break. For the break in
Right.
stuff.
I might have ran out of battery, so it wasn't plugged in.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, there you go. I love theme park trivia anytime. I'm telling you, people. I'm telling you. First of all, go see the Waterworld stunt show. It is amazing. It's live action. You know, there's people that do like the punches. A guy gets set on fire. I won't spoil anything for you, but yeah, there's some showstoppers. There's some absolute showstoppers. It's worth it. I mean, it's probably not worth like the entire price of admission, but if you're there already, go see the Waterworld stunt show. I'm telling you.
Chad, I've never seen Dr. Detroit.
Dr. Detroit.
I've seen My Stepmother as an Alien, but I was younger and I actually kind of liked it.
What is that one? That's the Kim Basinger.
Was it Kim Basinger or was it Basinger or was it Daryl Hannah?
Ooh, Daryl Hannah's Splash. You might be confusing.
She might have been both, though.
Ooh, you know what? And now it's fuzzy for me.
Yeah. I don't think it was Kim Basinger.
Chat?
Chat's saying Basinger. Wow, I'm wrong.
Basinger.
Basinger or Basinger? I don't know.
Daryl Hannah. It's pronounced Daryl Hannah. Well, there you go. Did Dan Aykroyd write that one as well?
I don't know if he wrote it and how he was starting it. He also starred in Dr. Detroit, which is completely forgotten about, and I've never seen it. I'm just familiar with its existing.
Sure. Like, I'm less interested in stuff like that. I want to see the stuff that he wrote and directed and had complete control over, like Nothing But Trouble.
Right, right.
That's the stuff that's interesting. That's the crazy stuff.
The fact that he directed Nothing But Trouble is what makes that interesting.
Agreed.
If you want to just talk about movies that Dan Aykroyd was in, and he's been in a lot of things that were good.
Yeah.
And he's been in some things that were bad, but that's not necessarily his fault.
Right, yeah. I mean, he's just an actor, too. I guess there's someone run this way. Just want to check it out really quick.
Trading Places.
Oh! Who's that?
Light his head on fire. No?
Nope. Can I... Oh! You can hug him!
Nothing But Trouble is the only thing he directed. No shit.
Oh, does he... Oh, after I hug him, does he follow me?
Yeah, I don't remember. I'll never remember.
You'll never remember the password? Rich, you know what the password is. It's the only password I've ever used. I want to be a woman.
I just don't feel right typing that in.
There we go.
So
Okay.
we've got a refrigerator.
Yep, and a little guy with that thing came out. A little man who I hugged, and I don't know what that did, but I hugged him, and it like made a noise, like it made a congratulations noise.
And this is not the same studio that did Inside or the other one.
Limbo?
Limbo.
I don't think so. I think this is a
direct ripoff of what they do.
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, that'll kill you. That kills you. Apparently, yes. It's a direct ripoff of what they do, is what I'm going to say.
Nice try, Rich. They came out at the same time. All right, all right.
Well, then it's just a ripoff of Inside. Or Limbo. Then it's just a ripoff of Limbo. It's fine. It's the atmospheric puzzle-solvey thingy. It's fine. It's all fine. It's all fine.
All right. Valiant Bloodshot says, I think we can all agree with this regarding Justice League. You can't polish a turd, but Whedon did his best to make this turd a bit more presentable. Sure.
Okay, so I guess it's just going to start. So heads up, we're going to talk about Justice League. It's probably going to be spoilers. It won't matter, is my warning to you.
It really doesn't. Like, the synopsis you would read on the back of the box would count as a spoiler for Justice League.
Right? So it's going to happen now. Rich, here's some real talk.
Yeah.
I'm actually a little upset that they brought Wheaton in to fix it.
Yeah.
Because at least if we would have gotten Zack Snyder's original vision, it would have been a horrible, fiery mess.
Probably.
And that at least would have been something interesting to talk about.
More interesting to me is who gets the blame
What blame?
for the movie tanking with its, near $100 million opening weekend. There's something horribly wrong with the way Hollywood operates now when you can nearly make $100 million for your opening weekend and it's considered a letdown. They're doing things horribly wrong.
No, it's just how much it costs to make the movie, Rich. That's how it works.
But do the executives, do the suits blame Whedon or Snyder?
Snyder.
Yeah?
Of course. That's the whole reason why Wheaton's in there in the first place. The thing that tanked Justice League was Dawn of Justice. And the suits knew that going in. Oh, shit. Nope. Okay. The suits knew that going in. And so all they were trying to do was some sort of damage control. Shit. And that is just the whole reason why Wheaton was brought in the first place was Zack Snyder damage control.
To be fair, that totally did not look like a gap. That looked like it hit the wall.
That did.
Yeah.
Well, and I thought I could maybe jump on the. There was like a little pipe that maybe I could jump on, but
Blame Cavill for the $1 million CGI reshoot. No,
no,
you can't blame him.
He was under contract to do a different movie.
Yeah.
And he was nice enough to come back for the reshoots at all.
Right.
He did not have to come back to the reshoots.
And Mission Impossible, they're under no fucking obligation to lose one of their actors' mustache and deal with that headache because fucking Warner Brothers fucked up with Justice League.
Abso-fucking-lutely.
Henry Cavill gets no blame.
The Mission Impossible guys get no blame too.
No.
Because, what if his fake mustache looked equally horrible?
Right.
Then their movie would suck because he had to do a different sucky movie.
Then you got a fan four-stick wig issue.
Yes. Agreed. No, fuck those guys. Who says that? It's all, like I said, it's all the fascinating. Well, fuck. Well, at least I saved there. Didn't he already do the reshoots before the Wheaton ones? He already did some before the Wheaton ones, but no. The Wheaton ones were all the CGI upper lip, which looks unbelievably horrible. Even if you didn't know that there was a CGI mustache removal, anyone watching that goes, well, what happened to his face? Did he get stung by a bee? It looked terrible.
Dentalian Hubber says, "Hey guys,
Yeah.
this tip was a two-parter.
Okay.
Anyway, once Rich Evans told someone on stream to never follow their dreams because they wouldn't achieve them. It wasn't me, but that statement really stuck with me.
Oh.
So I've been working my hardest and finally got my dream job. This weekend, I quit waitressing so I could become a costume designer.
Hey, nice.
Thanks for the inspiration and support, you frauds. You're welcome."
Well, I think she's saying that to spite you, Rich.
That's fine. Look, if it got somebody to follow their dream and succeed,
Yeah.
all right, I'm happy with that. Oh, damn it. Wanted you to be a waitress forever. I'm not going to do that.
It just sounded like you were taking credit for it. It sounded like you were taking credit, like, aha, I told you the right thing. Like, I know I keep dying when I go over here, but I feel like because I can walk over here, that there's a secret, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And there's probably not, because I just keep on dying. Yep, okay. And I thought that I saved at the little lantern, but apparently you don't.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine. I just have to walk past the slugs again.
I think he's taking credit for it. No, I'm not taking credit for anything. Just somebody's telling me their dreams are working out for them, and I'm happy for them.
That's good. That's all that's all that really matters. Someone's happy and we're happy for them. That's great.
It depends on what your dream is too. Like, if your dream is to be the first person on Mars, it's probably not going to happen. Probably not. The odds are very much against you. If your dream is to own a small business, that's considerably more doable. Like, if your dream is to be president someday, well, apparently anybody can be president now. So
yeah, go for it.
Keep your dreams reasonable.
Wow. Wow.
What?
This part is becoming a little annoying. I think there's a difference between reasonable and achievable, and as long as you have proper goal structures and, keep working towards it in a reasonable fashion, I think, fucking be the first person on Mars.
Like, if your dream is to, like, invent an entirely new color that is unlike any of the other pre-existing colors, you got a lot of work cut out for you. It's probably not going to happen. That's an impossible dream.
You don't know nothing about color theory.
I think they know how many, like, cones and rods your eye has. There's probably technically so many colors that are seeable, Jack. We know them all.
You don't know nothing. You don't know nothing about no color theory.
We know what the eyes could register.
Where'd that little guy go? I want to hug another little guy. I don't want to miss hugging the little guy. Go.
You can try inserting infrared and ultraviolet receptors in the eyes.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah.
You could.
Yeah, don't listen to Mr. Naysayer over here.
Then you have to go to school, train really hard, be the absolute most brilliant geneticist that ever lives, and focus on this ultraviolet thing rather than cancer.
Can't I mean, people are already working on that cancer thing.
Not enough of them. Is there still cancer?
You know what? We need colors too, man. We need pretty shit to look at while people are getting cancer treatment.
For this foreseeable future, the only two things that high-profile geneticists are going to be working on are cancer and erectile dysfunction. Those are the two.
That's terrible. I'm not saying you're incorrect. It's just terrible. I lost my little friend. I wanted to go hug my little friend.
Sonic Mousetrap says the search for bad Star Wars merchandise continues. Darth Vader's lightsaber immersion blender, R2-D2 coffee press, and Death Star popcorn maker. Don't be surprised by any of this. Ricketts47 says the MCU is trite garbage for idiots. Okay, as opposed to the DCCU, which is trite garbage pretending to be something other than trite garbage so that idiots can pretend they're highbrow when they're too dumb to get the trite stuff that Marvel does.
You know, because I like my movies when my aliens and billionaires punch each other, but I like it when they say something.
But it's dark, you know, it's for adults.
But it's like it's like when the billionaire man who dresses up in a costume punched the alien who dresses up in a costume. He also said his mother's name, which means rebirth. Do you get it? Come here. There was a little friendo over here, and I want to hug him.
Anonymous says, came to the stream late, so not sure if you mentioned it, but have you seen the rich voice mod for XCOM 2? I have not. I'm flattered, yet also terrified to see what they've done with it.
Sure. And I think someone mentioned that to me, and I forgot about it because I don't really play XCOM 2 that much, but... Damn it.
I wonder what it says when you hunker down.
Probably says hunker down, Rich.
What particular clip, though, did they use?
Right? These are the questions. These are the important questions.
You could ask me to, like, say some things. The person who worked on that mod. Throw me some lines.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wait, which one's X? This one's X. Alright. Alright, I know what's going on now. I know what's going on now. Yeah, you know, with all the DCEU stuff, and not really all the DCEU stuff. Really, it's just Batman v Superman. It's like I do agree that Zack Snyder was trying to be deeper, and that's what's so funny about it. But in a
superficial way, where there wasn't really saying anything.
Well, like I said, he was trying to be deeper, but what his level of depth is not normal. He was looking in a puddle and said, "Wow, we can swim in this," and he also failed at the thing he was trying to say. Okay, all right, we can do this. We can do this.
Look, the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
All right, the weirdest thing about the DCEU, whatever the hell they want to call it.
Yeah.
It's a universe built around how amazing and inspirational Superman is, and they have not really ever showed us a Superman who is amazing or inspirational, other than lip service. That was
the most disturbing part of the Joss Whedon reshoots. Is how everyone was just like, man, wasn't Superman the best? He was a beacon of hope, and it's like, we already saw his last movie, and we know he wasn't. Wasn't everyone super pissed at him? There was whole Senate hearings on whether or not people liked him.
Steppenwolf had to wait till Superman was dead before he could invade. You know, Superman, who only showed up in the public scene 5 years ago. He didn't attack before that.
Yeah.
Why didn't he attack before?
He could have come back anytime in the last 5,000 years. And if he would have attacked, like 150 years ago, he wouldn't even have Wonder Woman to deal with.
Less depth than a puddle.
Yeah. Oh, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculously dumb.
Did you like Steppenwolf? He's not a character. You can't like or dislike someone that's not even a character. He's a placeholder. They forgot to turn into a character.
Yeah. He's bad guy MacGuffin.
Like, I'm not wrong. Video game characters have had more depth than video game villains.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, like, his motivation for wanting to take over the Earth was he's the guy that takes over Earths. And he wasn't able to take over the Earth last time, right?
Yeah, so now he wants to take over the Earth more.
Yeah. My thing is I take over Earths, and I was unable to take over the Earth, so I'm back to take over Earth. That was his character motivation. That's it. Also, I loved his ability, his superpower, of just showing up whenever he wanted, wherever he wanted, for no particular reason.
Yep.
Loved it.
Saturday morning cartoon.
It was. Yes, it was precisely a Saturday morning cartoon. Maybe a two-parter, like I said, just for time. It was a two-parter Saturday morning cartoon.
Valiant Bloodshot says, anyone else find it kind of creepy that everyone in the Justice League is either infatuated with or is hitting on Wonder Woman? It made me kind of uncomfortable. No, I think with her and Batman, they're just doing a half-assed romance. Very half-assed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know if we got... Like, I just thought it was like a joke. I pictured it as just a bad joke where it's like, yes, Gal Gadot is very attractive and Wonder Woman is supposed to be very attractive. And so it was just one of those, like, I don't know. I don't know if I found it creepy. I wish they would have done a little bit more with it.
Well, they didn't do anything with anyone.
But that's the thing. They didn't do anything with anyone.
I don't know that you can focus on them not doing anything with Wonder Woman and only when they didn't do anything with anyone.
Well, can't I have a problem with them not doing anything with anyone?
The character arc is just, we're going to form a team now. And then they formed a team.
Hey, we're a team now.
And then we didn't really need the team because Superman he's going to do everything. So we don't need a team, but we're going to form a team. And hey, can't you do this for us, Superman? Thank you, Superman.
The sequence in which we get Superman back to us might be my favorite in all cinema history.
Which?
The sequence in which they have one of the MacGuffin, MacGuffin A, B, and C, right? Mm-hmm. They have MacGuffin C, the last MacGuffin to get. And they said, hey, do you think we could use this to revive Superman? Okay, let's do it. Now we're there. Now Superman's alive. Now he's bad. Now he's good.
Saturday morning cartoon. Like I said, that's my response to everything about this film. Saturday morning cartoon. It's dumb.
It's super dumb. But that whole...
Has any kind of game, anything happened in this? Or are you literally just walking around?
So far, I'm just walking around.
I get the atmosphere, but I don't get the feeling there's much more.
We'll see.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Well, I died. So okay, yeah. Here's a little puzzly. What I'm saying is the dumbness of the movie, the simplicity of the movie, is exactly that scene. Mm-hmm. It was no longer than a minute and a half. Batman says, hey, can we use this to revive Superman? And Cyborg goes, yeah. And then they're there.
Yeah.
They revive Superman. Oh, he's bad now. Oh, wait, he's good now. That's it.
Yeah.
The whole thing lasted maybe 5 minutes, and none of it meant a damn thing.
Ricketts 47, who's just trying to troll at this point, since Zack Snyder makes actual political films, they have depth. The MCU is a cowardly series that tries nothing. All right, you can say what you want. I don't care.
I mean, you can be wrong if you want, but...
Blue Prism says, I won a few bucks in quarters from gambling with my dear old grandmother. So here is some of that money. Love you guys. Thank you. Thank you very much for those quarters.
We appreciate it.
Lord knows I needed them for tolls on my way to Chicago for Thanksgiving.
Oh, yeah, the tolls are a little nuts.
Oh, yeah. Insane. Fucking insane.
They are insane, but you know what? The highways, once you get to the Illinois side, they're much nicer. They're much nicer than our highways. Big lanes, lights at night.
Horrible traffic, Jack. Have you ever been in traffic around Chicago?
Sure.
You're in standstill traffic as it is, and then you're expected to pay tolls on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Tolls should be rescinded when traffic is backed up.
Ooh, I like it.
And that would, motivate them to design traffic in a way that keeps fucking flowing.
I think there's a lot of... I think the highways are nice. I think the highways are nicer than our highways. This is what I will say. I like... Come on, get up.
Thought tolls were a myth for the longest time. Depends upon what state you're in. There's none in Wisconsin, which is nice.
Yeah. Come on. Come on, you jerk. Yeah.
Or the tolls should be taken out after the bridge or highway is paid for. I have always been told that tolls in Illinois, or at least Chicagoland, one of the highways in the Chicagoland area, was sold to the public under the false lie of, well, it's just going to pay for the construction, and once that's been paid for, the tolls will go away. And then the tolls never went away, and in fact the prices increased and doubled, and then they doubled again, and then they doubled a final time.
And someone told them that eventually tolls would go away?
That's what my family said when I was told when I was younger.
Interesting. That's like what
I wasn't around when they originally started this construction, mind you, so I don't know what was actually said.
Sure.
But they always bitched. Members of my family, hey, it said they're going to stop the toll since it was paid for. Yeah.
Man. And they shook their fists. Yeah. Well, that's like what do we have here? The 911 fee. Remember that?
Is there a 911 fee?
Well, no, there was when cell phones became more prevalent.
Yeah.
They raised the tax to upgrade 911 centers.
No.
Because, they would get a lot more calls from different carriers, and they just wanted to make sure they were up with it. And after they upgraded all the 911 centers, they said, well, we sure like this extra money coming in.
Oh, sure.
And it's supposed to only be distributed towards fire and police, but as politicians do, they have found unique workarounds, and it actually very little goes to fire and police. And no politician, a lot of politicians will run on like, we're gonna stop this tax, but no one ever does. They did a story on it a couple of years ago, because our governor Scott Walker ran on a lower taxes market, and he was one who was like, I'm gonna stop this whole crazy tax thing. He never did, but of course the people before him didn't either, and no one does.
Oh, right.
Because you have a little bit of income here. You go, well, I guess I'm gonna keep this
that for this and this and this.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. We're gonna keep this little bit of income. Is this enough blocks to do the thing? Am I heavier than 2 blocks? Yay, I am. Great.
Are you sure you can't just set the blocks down?
I don't know. I was having fun throwing them, so I was throwing them. Okay. So we got to run. There's a timer.
Zzz.
Right.
Oh, well.
Oh, you wanted it. Oh. Rich. So in any case, where were we? Steppenwolf? Yeah, he sucks. He's just the dumbest.
Yes.
He's just the dumbest. And Superman shows up at the end, and he punches him really hard. but none of it really mattered because no one cared. No one cared about where they were or why they were doing the things they were doing. Like, the whole world is going to die. Oh. Okay.
Wait, the light from the eye kills you?
Maybe.
Does it turn you to stone?
Oh, maybe. I like it.
I'm curious if you'll turn to stone.
Okay, well, let's do it. Yes, it does.
Oh, that's neat.
Steppenwolf.
Kevin Smith's review of Justice League is hilarious.
Oh, no.
I'm assuming he loves it.
He might.
He's such a fucking fanboy.
All of them. All of them, Rich. During the holidays, I had a chance to talk to my bestie and my cousin Jake, who works in the movies. He makes the movies.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently someone on the set of the new movie he's working on is a huge Snyder fanboy. And he just kind of made an offhanded remark about how he didn't much care for Batman vs. Superman, assuming that everyone around him felt the same. And this actor that he was working with was like, "Whoa, dude. Whoa." And got really offended and started defending Batman v Superman.
Uh-huh.
And was just like, "What are you going to talk about? You're going to talk about the Martha scene? Well, maybe you just didn't understand that scene." And got really snippy about it. And he said he loved it, and he talked. They're friends, so
right.
It was fine, but got really personal about it, and was a super fanboy. It was great. It was great, but he's like, "It's terrible. It's a terrible movie." He's like, "Oh, of course, it's a terrible movie." Of course, it's a terrible movie, but no, the fanboys are crazy with the movies. They're crazy with the movies. And the craziest part is when they act like people don't get it. Like, man, maybe you just didn't understand why that scene was important. We do. It's just dumb.
Person in chat, I'm not even sure that Kevin Smith is a paid shill. I think he's just a free shill. I think he's just a fanboy.
Possible. There's another little doll thing.
Valiant Bloodshot says, at what point will DC film fans admit that their love of the DCEU is no longer life support, it's necrophilia?
Right? First of all, right. Second of all, like the movie you like. I'm just here telling you why I dislike it, Ooh, I did something. I did something important right
When did Man of Steel come out?
Great question.
Was it 2011?
Great question.
It's taken them a long time to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
2013. I'm seeing a lot of 2013s.
Okay. So, yeah, it's taken them a few years to just kind of get it. But, yeah, and Man of Steel's pretty dumb.
Is it weird that I like Batman vs. Superman better than Justice League? Well, Batman vs. Superman is more interesting by virtue of the fact that it's a bigger train wreck.
That's the thing. Justice League can't even do us the courtesy of being a horrible dumpster fire. It's just boring and bland and dumb for obvious reasons. At very least, Batman vs. Superman... Batman vs. Superman is a movie that is so bad, you could write a thesis... your doctoral film studies thesis on dissecting how bad it is and why it's so bad. I'm sure there are critics who are building their career off of dissecting Batman versus Superman.
You can hate the Marvel movies because, I don't know, they're popcorn films and you like to pretend you're an adult when you watch Batman versus Superman. You can do that, but I have to respect Marvel for what they have done without their top tier characters.
Right?
When they started that shit, they did not have fucking Spider-Man or the X-Men. The two most popular fucking things they had.
Yeah.
They didn't have the Fantastic Four, which in the comics, that was what started it all, man. That was the wellspring for the Marvel Universe, was the Fantastic Four. They only had... What they had was their effectively their B characters, because at the time, nobody gave a shit about Iron Man.
Nope.
No one gave a shit about Captain America. No one gave a shit about Thor.
Right.
And they fucking made it work, and they made people love those characters.
Exactly.
I nothing but respect for what they have done.
Big word up there, my friend. Big word up. And here, DC has had access to not only the cream of the crop of their characters, but all of the storylines across all of their years of work.
They have no idea what their characters are all about or how to use them, which is the antithesis of Marvel.
Yeah.
The DCEU is a universe built around Superman that hates Superman.
Yes. Yes.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either, man. I don't get it either. Well, it all started because they just wanted to stand out. They just wanted to be different. And they said, well, you know what? You know who everyone loves are Nolan Batman movies. Everyone loves The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
And it's because it's, gritty and grown up and adult.
That worked for Batman.
And that worked for Batman. And more important, and here's the really important part. It fucking worked for Christopher Nolan because he's a good filmmaker. And then you hand the keys over to Snyder. Can I not? No. I need here.
And who said that? I think it was, forgive me if I'm wrong, I think Gino Suave in the chat said this, but yes, The Incredibles is the best Fantastic Four movie ever made.
Ooh, sure. Sure. I'll give you that. That's fair.
All right, so what's going on? You're running from a giant monster thing?
No, there was a giant monster thing, but now I'm in this room.
Who's the thing up there?
There's a little door up there.
Climb those pipes?
You would think.
You can't climb the pipes.
You cannot climb the pipes.
You probably got to climb up those boxes. Is there something you can move over?
Right? That would be
Is
helpful. Nope, can't. That's too big.
So is there something in the other room you have to get past the monster?
That's what I was looking for. I was looking for something I could drag over here, and I didn't see anything. Like, I can't pick up any of these boxes.
Those little crates under the bed? That one on the right? That's
yeah,
right there?
I can't pick those up. Or I can't move them. They're too big for me.
Can you move that one?
Nope, can't even grab it. Oh, wait, here's the thing. Can I grab that? Oh, okay, here's a little block.
I don't think that's gonna be enough.
Hey, I'm working with what I got. I got a little block, and I'm gonna bring it over.
Do you want me to read what the chat is saying?
No.
Okay.
Not yet.
Because if they're right, it's not even a puzzle, and it's kind of a letdown.
Oh. Well, then let's be disappointed together, everybody. Is he back here?
Like moving a box over there?
Yeah.
Would have been some kind of puzzle element.
Yeah. Agreed. That's what I'm looking for, is some sort of puzzle element.
This game better have like a blob monster to make up for everything.
I'm really hoping. Last game we played, that was a little disappointment in the puzzle territory. Had a blob monster. Just saying. Just saying. Here. This is not going to be it, but maybe. No, I can't jump on. Okay, what is the chat saying? What's the chat saying?
Climb up the crates because it's like a ladder.
Oh.
Oh. Okay.
So no puzzles, huh?
Yeah.
Great.
Yes, if you're trying to tip, I'm apparently not getting new tips. I'm sorry.
X out of it and start it over again, Rich. That's what I usually do.
Yeah? Well, all right.
It works sometimes.
Well, I think they're just having trouble with the tipping in the first place.
Oh, it could be PayPal, yeah.
Oh, I can't even get it to load now. Yeah, they're down or something. Something is wrong.
Yay, something is wrong. Oh.
Diarrhea.
That's what it looked like.
So does that kid get to turn into a monster by the end? Is that where we're going?
Sure. Oh. Okay, I can go in that box. Oh, I can't run. Oh, that's what that was. I can't run. Or maybe not. All right.
What I do on Thanksgiving? What everyone does on Thanksgiving.
Hung out with some family.
I went to family's house and I had to fix an old man's TV.
That is what everyone does on Thanksgiving.
So I end up doing every time I go over there. Something's wrong with this. Something needs to be hooked up right. Or just why are people afraid of simple technology?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, Rich.
That I have to come down from Wisconsin occasionally to like plug in a cable box. Why?
Thank you.
Why?
That is our job as the younger people. We usher the older people.
But it's not rocket science.
No, it's plug the thing that looks like the thing that plugs in there.
They have colors.
Yeah. They have colors and everything. Yeah.
Like, the scariest thing in the world to somebody who's like 60 or older is apparently the input button on a remote control.
Yeah.
Here's a Roku. We got your Roku. Never uses it. You just gotta hit the input button until it goes to the Roku. That's all you gotta do.
How do I watch Wheel of Fortune? How am I gonna watch the wheel on the Roku? How am I gonna do that?
Though I think we made some progress.
Oh, good.
With Karen's mother.
Okay.
I showed her something on the phone on YouTube, and then within minutes, it was one golden retriever video after the other.
Oh no, you've created a monster.
It was a breakthrough.
Because now she knows how to watch dog videos. All right, that's fair. That's fair. Sometimes you just got to know what language to speak, Rich. It's the language of dog videos. Rich, I need more dog videos.
Rich, you hear of Bill Murray's new show about minor league baseball? I know absolutely nothing about Bill Murray's new show about minor league baseball.
Why not?
Though I'm curious. What, have you heard about this? What is this?
I don't know. I don't know nothing about nothing, man. I don't know nothing about nothing, but you like minor league baseball.
Yeah, I do. I'd be shocked if he's doing a TV show. It seems unlike Bill Murray. No, I guess nothing sounds unlike Bill Murray.
Right?
He's willing to do
He
just he's willing to do anything that will throw you off.
Do you remember he had that show where he would just golf with his brothers because he just felt like golfing?
No, I don't.
And Comedy Central just wanted a show with him so bad that he's like, all right, I'll do a show, but it's just going to be me and my brothers and we'll go golfing at different golf courses. And, you know, we'll try to be funny, but really we're just going to golf. And they go, all right, sure. Because that's Bill Murray.
He did Garfield. What was the story with him doing Garfield? He thought it was someone else.
He thought it was Paul W. Anderson.
Was it Paul Anderson? I know it was some kind of director he
who
wanted
was
to work
it?
with.
It was Paul, or was it oh, that's what it was. It was the Coen brothers. Chat is correct, because one of the guys the guy who directed the movie
Garfield.
was a Coen.
But not one of the Coen brothers.
Not one of the Coen brothers. And he's like, oh, a Coen brother is doing this. That's something I want to do.
So apparently he was in Garfield as an accident.
Yes. And he would spend every single session rewriting every scene to try to make it funny, because he committed. And that's part of the problem with, Bill Murray famously, I don't know if you know this, does not have an agent.
It's worked out for him.
Except for situations like Garfield.
This is what happens when you're in charge of your own destiny, though. You take those chances.
Exactly. And so if you want to get a hold of Bill Murray, there's like an 800 number you can call, and he might get back to you.
But didn't he come back for the sequel? Well, he might have signed on for 2 movies when he originally signed on for it.
Sure. Yeah, who knows?
Yes, or the whole thing could be one big joke, and that's not actually the story. So, Bill Murray sure seems like a prick. He might be.
Very possible.
Yeah.
This all seems like prickish behavior.
He did shut. Oh my God, I'm trying to blank on his name, and I feel terrible. Egon Spengler. He did shut Harold Ramis out of his life for decades because of a disagreement they had about Groundhog Day.
Yeah. He's an actor. He's emotional. Jump, you dick. Yeah, that's true. He wanted to make Groundhog's Day a little darker, and Harold Ramis said, "Hey, why is it a comedy?"
Like, he might be a prick, but at least so far as we know, he has not committed sexual assaults. There's not many celebrities you can say that about.
Let's just keep hoping, everybody. Let's just keep hoping. Keep hope alive. That there's at least just a couple good ones. All we need is a couple people who didn't abuse their power.
Yes, this game better have a big limb monster sequence, Highlander AK. We're looking at you, Tom Hanks. He's going to be the only one. The only one that does it.
Right. We can hope. We can only hope, Rich.
Puzzling good?
No. So far,
Puzzling poorly.
So far, the puzzles aren't good at all.
Okay. Still better than what I would have originally done tonight.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. For the record, and I wasn't super committed to this, but if it came down to we have no idea what else to do, I was gonna. I'm near the tail end of unlocking every token, every card in Hand of Fate 1.
Sure.
Because I like Hand of Fate 2, but it kind of pushed me. I never really got all the cards in Hand of Fate 1, so I went back. I've been playing that, and I've nearly got them all. I actually technically have all the tokens. I'm just working on like the unlockable stuff for the classes.
Getting the right things, and yeah. Well, here's hoping for it. I still think that would have been fun, but this is fine. This is something I can do fairly mindlessly while we talk about other things.
Not really. I kind of found a good short way to get at some of the cards.
Oh.
I've got my deck stacked with like entirely non-combat encounters, except for the whatever card it is I want to work on unlocking. That's in there with all these other ones I can just easily skip.
Sure.
And I'm playing on the Jack of Scales story mission level thing because that's only got 2 forced combat cards in it.
Yep.
And so I can get through really, really quickly that way, just to get to the card I want to try and unlock the token for.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I mean, when I had a bunch of them, I was just going through endless mode and just running across them. But when you get down to the last ones, it's not super efficient. Why did you guys choose to start doing reviews with pixelated dudes? Because we had no set. It was literally because we had no set.
We have no set.
We currently have no set.
And we still have no set. And for a while, we were able to get around having no set by just shooting where we stream. But we've recently... Oh, fuck.
Things got moved around.
And so we've recently changed where we stream, so we no longer have access to that room either. And so we were losing our set yet again.
Yeah.
And so we said, well, let's try.
Right.
Let's try something new. And then, of course, everyone hated it. But people hate things that are new. And so let's give it a few episodes and see if people can come around.
Your Odyssey review was all right. I think, at least from my point of view, I think I got stuck too much in talking about the art style with the Odyssey review.
Well, yeah, but that was
what there was to talk about.
That's what there was to talk about. There is not a whole lot to Mario Odyssey. It's a Mario game. It's a 3D Mario game, So that's what you get to talking about, and that was a big disagreement between us, which is the interesting stuff. That's what people want to hear, is the back and forth, and so that's why I kept a lot of that in. And it was also fairly important to me that both Rich and I's arguments were received enough. I didn't want one of us to be the clear winner of the art style debate. And so, making sure that we each had equal say.
There's no winner or loser about it. Just, it didn't bother me. That's just an opinion. It's no winning or losing. You didn't like it. I was fine with it. I liked it.
Oh, sure. But we had just different ideas. And so, as editor, I could have very easily... just cut out all of your good points and only had me just go, Jack is clearly the winner. Rich is such an idiot. But yeah, I like the Mario review. So in any case, we are working on getting a new set for us. So a bunch of things came over the break for a possible new set. We'll see if it works out. Come here, let me hug you. Oh. I want to hug you.
Who's getting hugged?
There's a little creature. Wait. Out of the little... Oh. And so we are going back to the full seeing mine and Rich's faces style for the reviews, but we still have all these pixel guys, and so we're going to do the pre-rec quick ep, which I also think worked out very well, especially for
might be one or two of those before we actually get a set.
But I think it worked out especially like for something like Hand of Fate, where did you go?
So what's going on?
I'm looking for a guy to hug.
Why do you need to hug the guy?
I don't know. It's cute. You want to hug guys, I guess. I don't know. There was a guy, and I wanted to hug him. but he got away from me. And so now I want to go find the guy to hug. Because finding the guy to hug is more interesting to me than the game. Oh. Okay. 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 So, yeah. I don't know where we left off there, but guys, pixel guys to hug. All that jazz.
That's going to be a big eye, isn't it? That opens up and kills you if you're not behind the thing.
No, look, I did it already.
Oh.
I just see people's beds.
It's just a normal view screen of some sort.
Yeah.
I don't think it's a window.
Right? But what is it?
Some kind of spy monitor thing.
But what does it mean? What am I supposed to do?
So we're saying this game looks pretentious. Jack, do you have any comments?
So far, it's a lot of style over substance.
What makes something pretentious, as opposed to just being art? Where's the line?
Well, in general, something being pretentious is thinking it has more depth than it actually has.
Okay. So the DCE...
Batman v Superman is incredibly pretentious. It thinks it's the smartest movie ever. When, in fact, it says nothing. This, I don't know what it's trying to say beyond spooky imagery, and so it might not be pretentious, but anyone who says it's like an artistic masterpiece could be pretentious.
Yeah.
So. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh.
So let's try and restart these tips, Jack.
Oh, yeah, do it. Restart them already. What are you doing?
Okay.
Okay, great. You did it.
I got stuff here.
Great. You did it. Yeah. So, I don't know. This game might be good, but I'm going to guess it's not.
Okay. Quack Atomic says, first time catching you guys live.
Hi.
So here's some money.
Yay.
Need some advice.
Okay.
My brother recently forced me to take his copy of Batman vs. Superman. When I sneak it back into his house, where should I hide it? The bathroom.
Okay.
Put it right on top of the toilet paper.
Here's what you do. Here's what you do for a super funny joke.
Yeah.
You get a label maker.
Uh-huh.
You get a CD label maker. They used to sell these all the time for make your own CD stuff, right?
Okay.
And you print the label of a movie you know that your brother really wants to watch and owns. Swap Batman vs. Superman with the printed label for that movie. So the next time he pops in Jurassic Park, Batman v Superman comes on.
You have to change the disc too then. Those are usually printed on there.
What do you mean?
You have to have something on the disc too, not just the case.
Well, that's what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
That's what, like, take the Batman v Superman disc, put the Jurassic Park label on it.
Is that going to be noticeable? It's usually, it's not just like a normal sticker on there.
You know what? A lot of times, like, I don't know about you, but when I pop in a DVD, I'm half paying attention to the disc.
Okay.
I'm half paying attention to the disc. So I'm thinking, it might be worth it. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. I don't like it. I'm not able to hug the little triangle head guy. I'm getting out of here.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting out of this. Crazy. Oh, there he is. How'd you get out there? Come here. I want to hug you. I'm gonna hug you. Oh, yeah, look. Oh. Boom. Got him. I was in there for a heck of a long time. When he just came out here, I could have hugged him anytime. All right. Great.
Senegax says,
Senegax.
would you ever consider playing an open-world survival type game?
Nope.
E.g. Ark, Rust, 7 Days to Die, etc.
Nope.
Also, heart emoji.
Okay.
Wow. Wow. Well, doesn't PUBG count?
Nah. It's not really survival. I mean, it is, but you know, those type of games, those like Ark type of games, they're the kind of games where you have to, hunt for, gather supplies, hunker down, build a little forts. They get too much for me. They get I like moving. I like moving or dying. That's why PUBG worked for me. Because you'd have to do stuff. Oh, hello. But no, I'm not necessarily interested in... What?
I may give Project Zomboid a shot if they ever finish it.
Uh-huh. No! That killed me.
Which is a zombie game that does not emphasize shooting waves and waves and waves of zombie. You try to avoid them or build a fortification to keep them out.
Right.
Is what you're trying to do in that. And
Sure.
that might be interesting.
Yeah.
If they ever finish it.
I did play the Fortnite, the Battle Royale Fortnite, the cartoony PUBG where you have to build stuff. I did play that.
Project Zomboid is actually already very feature complete. I don't think it was last time I played it. I bought that game a while back. Actually, I bought it before it was on Steam. I'm not sure I have a key for the Steam version. I'd have to double check.
Sure.
And that was years ago. Incognitolins, I think I'm saying that right, says, "Hey Rich, what does a game have to do to make you want to 100% it?" There's no magic answer. It's some kind of ratio of how good the game is, what you get for 100%ing it, and how easy it is to 100%. If it's super, super tedious to 100% it, I might not bother even if I love the game. Like, I don't think I've ever 100%ed any of the Grand Theft Autos. Maybe just Grand Theft Auto 3 way back when. But
okay.
I've never gone out of my way to do that. I like to collect the 100 things hidden throughout the world.
Yeah.
It's tedious and it's not fun to do. And so I skip that.
I have a key now. Oh, fuck. I'm fine.
I've enjoyed unlocking the cards in Hand of Fate, so I don't mind unlocking them all. Ooh, what's this challenge gonna be?
Yeah. I'm with you. I did it.
I guess I 100%ed Batman Arkham Asylum, but as tedious as it was, I just wanted to see how the Riddler thing ended.
And?
It needs about 150 less Riddler shit.
Yeah, those Riddler puzzles are for real.
Well, they weren't even puzzles in the first one. It was just find the question marks.
Right.
If you cut the question marks out and it was just the Riddler riddles where you had to take a picture of what he was hinting at, if that were the only Riddler collectible, I thought it would have been great.
Okay.
But the Riddler trophies are so hideous and stupid and tedious. I hate them. They are skill testers in the city. Yeah, but there's too fucking many of them.
And yeah, all I know is the ones in fucking Arkham Knight were the worst. Yeah, do all sorts of insane bullshit.
Can we discuss how EA is in such hot water with Disney? I think we have before, but I don't mind discussing it.
Ooh, we get to shit on EA? Sure, let's go.
Has there been any new developments since last week?
Nope.
No?
The internet's kind of forgotten about it. It's been Thanksgiving. And
then the loot boxes and whatever will come back
everything's
shortly.
Come right back. You know it. So for those of you who don't know, obviously I'm sure everybody does, is the way in which you unlocked characters in Battlefront 2, some people found really egregious, and it was a little pay-to-win E. And eventually, it got to the point where so many people were complaining.
Jack, they just failed to anticipate that somebody buying a Star Wars game would want to play as Luke Skywalker or Darth Vader.
Oh,
that
was it.
They didn't anticipate that.
That was it. And so it became such a hubbub on the internet that reportedly, obviously we don't know for sure, Bob Iger, one of the heads of Disney, called EA to be like, stop messing with my shit, EA.
Right.
And EA shut down their loot box system for temporarily to rework how the loot boxes worked. So. And yes, and now 3 to 4 countries are investigating whether or not loot boxes constitute as some form of gambling.
Good.
Yeah. So, you know. And, you know, it might. I don't know.
The best thing that could happen is if EA just loses the Star Wars license. If you're a fan of Star Wars, that's probably the best case scenario for you.
Yes, 100%.
Disney should have it be where they retain control of the license, and anybody who has a good enough pitch,
Yeah.
they will sell them the license.
I mean, that's what it should be, but remember, Disney doesn't care about video games.
You go to the Disney, hi, I'm a big developer, this is my portfolio, these are the games we kind of make, I want to do Star Wars, this, and that. Okay, here you go. And somebody else with entirely fucking different developer comes back. Hi, Disney, I'm so-and-so, we make racing games like this and this and this, we want to use Star Wars license. Oh, there you go. You get a license.
And you get a license. See, here's like a little puzzly thing. I think here's a puzzly thing where there's a little friend in this container.
I want Rockstar to get the rights to Star Wars. What the fuck would Rockstar do with Star Wars?
Open world, Star
What
Wars.
What open world?
Right? Well, that's what they I think that's what they want.
You imagine how fucking boring it would be to run around Tatooine? Rockstar, that's like last people I want to be working on the sole exclusive, rights over Star Wars.
Also, like,
not Rockstar,
in
man.
talking about microtransaction and loot boxes, remember that Rockstar has now gone full microtransaction with GTA Online. They don't care about making regular games anymore. They are down with the system of Okay. I think I get what's happening over here. Oh, wait. No, I need this. Can I move you? Wait a minute. I need another box, Rich. I need me another box.
Like, the type of game that Rockstar makes, I don't see that working with Star Wars.
You can't see Grand Theft Tatooine?
No, I can't see it.
I can't say I disagree with you. Alright, what do I need here? Bucket? Can I move the bucket?
What dev would make a good Star Wars game in today's world? I don't know. Is Raven still around?
Who they?
They made Jedi Knight 2.
Oh, okay.
A bunch of other things, but...
Who would make a good Star Wars?
Naughty Dog plus Star Wars. Yeah, but Disney already makes Star Wars movies.
Yeah.
Rich, think about Red Dead Star Wars. I am, but it doesn't fit. Star Wars doesn't have the open world. It doesn't have the world for that.
They're saying it could. It could have the open world.
It doesn't.
But it...
What Star Wars cars or car equivalents do you really want to drive? Other than the X-Wing and the TIE Fighter, which doesn't really work as well on a planet. And which planet?
Yeah, you would need something a little more like open. If you wanted to go that route, you would need to do something a little more RPG-y.
Mm-hmm.
And so I could see the Red Dead comparison where it's like, what if it's a game where you're like a smuggler, and so it's you hop in planets, but even then it's Who would make a good Star Wars movie? Good Star Wars games is no, who did the Batman series? Who did the Arkham series?
Rocksteady.
Okay.
Okay.
Rocksteady would make a good Star Wars game.
They could probably do it.
You're a Jedi, so you can do your combat system, right?
Right.
They have decent storytelling abilities. We know that about them. Leveling up, different locations. Rocksteady.
Yeah, I can't even oh god, Rocksteady's storytelling with Star Wars doesn't even fit.
Well, but they tell a good story. They have the ability to tell a good story.
I'm not thinking about Rockstar.
Oh,
Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah. No, Rocksteady is the way to go.
I can't picture like a Grand Theft Auto style cutscene with Star Wars characters.
No, that would be terrible. That would be terrible.
I know you think you want it. Trust me, Rockstar Star Wars would be horrible.
I think you're right. I think Rich is right. Give it to Rocksteady. Give me some Batman style combat with Jedis. You could do some cool force powers. I stopped him. Oh, fuck you. It would be great.
All right, where'd I leave off now?
Oh.
Brown Adam Sandler says.
Yeah.
So Flash is going to be Flashpoint. You can do whatever you want in a reboot. Oh, God. What elements in the current DCEU do you keep? What do you throw out? What movies do you make after? I don't care. I guess you keep Wonder Woman because people like her. It's the only thing you got to keep.
Yeah. That's, by the way, that's going to be the greatest part about Flashpoint. Everything has changed except for you, Wonder Woman. You're cool. You stay the same, Wonder Woman. Everybody likes you. But everything else has changed.
What stories do I want to keep? I don't know. I never read a fucking issue of Green Lantern or Flash in my life for Aquaman. I don't know.
Right? Aquaman.
I don't need a DC expanded universe. I never much cared for the DC as a universe. Like Batman, one of my favorite characters. I love Superman.
Sure.
As a universe, things don't go together that well to me.
Interesting. I know it looks like you can jump on this pipe.
First thing, just try and make a good movie. that's the first thing.
Oh, snap! Let's get one movie down. Well, I guess they got Wonder Woman. They have one good movie down. First, do a good movie with the characters, the individual characters. That's what you got to work on. All right, what do I got to do here, Rich? What do I got to do here?
I have no idea.
I'm treating this like a puzzle, which might be my problem. So I can't cross that gap yet.
Wonder Woman was overrated. I agree. It's not bad. It's a good film, but everyone thinks it's the second coming just because they're so desperate for a good DCEU film.
Well, but see, that's why like Wonder Woman is a very good movie, but also compared, like, think about the DC movies that came out before that: Suicide Squad and Batman v Superman. Yes, anything would have been universally praised after those two turds.
Oh, can you get up to that pipe on top there?
You would think you'd be able to, but no, you aren't.
Oh, wait, there's a thing to grab.
Where?
To the right.
Yeah.
Can you get at that?
No. Well, so, okay, here's what I can do.
Yeah.
I can move this cage.
Right under it.
Of course. Well, here, I'll show you. I've done this
Yeah,
already.
of course.
I've done this already.
What does it do?
Okay, it opens the door, but only for a very short period of time. See?
Yeah.
And so then it's like, okay, I got to get off and push this, but I don't have enough time.
Is there any way to jam something under the door?
Right. But this is the only thing I can move.
That's the only thing you can move?
Yeah. That's my problem with it, you see.
Do you want me to spoil them? I'm reading things in the chat. I don't know if they know or if that's their own guess. How long you been here?
I've been here a while. Yeah, go ahead.
Can you swing from the thing?
Ooh, okay.
The problem with a DCEU is that it has to introduce a bunch of characters that no one knows/cares about. Here's the thing. Marvel did it. Marvel did it.
Oh, man.
They did it with their B team.
Could you imagine if someone made a superhero movie with a character nobody really cared about? I mean, oh,
Guardians of the Galaxy. They did it without their most valuable properties.
Iron Man was nothing.
Marvel did not, when they started, they did not have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
They did not have the X-Men. They did not have the Fantastic Four. They still don't. They did not have Daredevil. They did not have Ghost Rider.
It's hard to remember for especially for non-comic book people. It's hard for people to remember the most popular character in Marvel history was probably the Hulk.
Yeah, that they had.
Well, yeah, because that they had access to make a movie of because of the TV show.
Right.
So, like, and they tried making a Hulk movie, and that didn't do so well.
DC just failed hard.
Super hard.
So hard.
So hard. Yeah. Okay, well, now I'm in here.
Hulk movies don't work. I just don't think they've done them right. I'm convinced a Hulk movie could work. It can't be a traditional superhero film. He's got to be a rampaging monster that just fucking destroys everything.
Yeah. I think now that someone who understands the character is in charge, a Hulk movie could work.
How about all right? How about a movie where actually, the Hulk's nemesis, Thunderbolt Ross, succeeds in capturing Bruce Banner, right?
Okay.
And how about a movie where they just take Bruce Banner,
Yeah.
and he's in chains, and they just drop him over enemy territory?
The Gamma Bomb.
Oh yeah.
The Gamma Bomb. Yeah, that's a great.
You just make a movie about that though. Where you just take the Hulk and you just drop him off in the Middle East.
There is a.
That's all you do. That's the movie.
There is a great miniseries of Hulk comics called Banner, and it's only like 4 or 6 issues. Like a little piece, and it's called Banner, and that's all it was. Is whenever it was Bruce, he was crazy depressed. And whenever he was Hulk, it's because he was rampaging over enemy territories. He's the Gamma Bomb.
I remember you talking about that now, but wouldn't that be just that's where you go with a Hulk movie?
Of course, that's a great story. And then you could do some personal stuff with Bruce feeling really depressed about the government abusing him. You could get some social commentary. It'd be great. It'd be great and awesome action. I'm trapped now, Rich. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be great.
Joe Flacco Elite says, "Are you guys excited about seeing The Disaster Artist?"
Nope.
Oh, hi, Mark. You're tearing me apart. Lisa. Anyway, how is your sex life? Hopefully you read that impersonating Tommy. I don't have a Tommy impersonation. I just don't. I'm sorry. I'd love to help you out, but I don't have one. Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh, that's good.
about as good as I can do.
That's good.
You're tearing me apart, Lisa. It's not super great.
Yeah, and I'm not excited about it just because I still haven't seen The Room.
I don't get it.
Well, you know why now? Because I don't have anyone to see it with. You got to see that movie with a group of people, Rich. And all the people I know who watch bad movies have seen it like 100 times. So I've missed my opportunity. I do hear very good things about The Disaster Artist, though. He can hear me.
So if you I don't know.
What?
Just thinking of Hulk movies.
Hulk movies?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. We don't need a Hulk movie, but yeah, like you said.
Well, that thing's neat. Oh, come on. You could fit one of your long arms through there. You saw him go in the hole.
No, he's got his eyes covered.
Oh, he's blind. I see.
Shit.
Let's go back through the door.
Nope. Oh, he caught me. Oh. Yeah, you could probably you would probably now you would probably have to do a Hulk movie where the actual kickoff to the movie is throwing Bruce Banner out of an airplane, right? Because he doesn't want to be the Hulk anymore,
Right.
And so it's Bruce. The United States military needs your help.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you don't go full Gamma Bomb. Maybe you just use a little bit of it. We have this situation here. And only the Hulk can help us for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to go in there as the Hulk, smash a bunch of stuff, but also rescue someone. You can't send in the Hulk; he'll destroy everything. But you're our only hope for some reason. You come up with the reasons later, right? And so then the kickoff, the 20-minute mark is you boot him out of an airplane, and he hulks up and he smashes the place. And then as Bruce Banner, he needs to actually, you know, do some science-y stuff and detective-y stuff. It's the president's daughter. I don't know.
Mummy Buddy 1111111 says, glad to finally catch you guys stream. Just wanted to give a big thanks to all you RLM guys for many years of solid entertainment. Also curious, have you guys ever played Elite Dangerous? A little bit. I was enjoying it. I don't think it's Jack's bag.
Elite Dangerous?
The spaceflight sim game.
Ah, yeah, probably not my bag.
You were with me when I was playing it, actually. We almost did it first 4 hours of...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then definitely not my bag.
I don't think you were even interested enough for first 4 hours of... She's like, it's okay, we'll do something else. I need to go back to it. Valiant Bloodshot says, grounding the DC universe doesn't work. Weirder is better. Constantine, Swamp Thing, Animal Man, Mr. Miracle, Hitman, and Section 8, Doom Patrol, Zatanna, and New Gods. Go weird and it works.
I think I can hide on this pile of stinky clothes.
Maybe you just scrap the idea of doing a DC expanded universe, and instead you just do a Vertigo movies. And you don't worry about them being an expanded universe. You just do some of their nice, weird, highbrow properties. And see where it goes from there.
Sure, sure. Like I've talked about this before in doing as far as like Superman movies. Like I do think they need to go weirder. I want to see super futuristic, ultra high-rise Metropolis. You know, I want to see a Gotham City almost that's Tim Burton-esque, but somehow modern day. I don't like that they've made the DC movies realistic. Mm-hmm. I think that was a mistake. One of the things that sets DC and Marvel apart is Marvel takes place in the real world. Our heroes are in New York City. DC has fantastical landscapes, Atlantis and Gotham, and Metropolis and Themyscira. And that's part of the personality of your DC universe. I'm going to go ahead and agree. So yeah, my Superman movie that I'm currently making right now, I'm writing it as we speak, starts in a big, bustling, futuristic metropolis where skyscrapers are so tall we need walkways on the 100th floor. You know, like giant, like a city so large it's improbable, and that's why Superman can fly around and be fantastical in it. That's what I want it.
Mr. I Love the Answers. No, Marvel has a lot of fictional cities.
And?
Anything that's a large city and not like a town somewhere. Do they have anything on the scale of that, like, it's like New York, but it's fictional?
Okay, so
there's some fictional countries. Like,
I was gonna say there's Wakanda.
Yeah, Wakanda.
There's Wakanda. Latveria, sure. Marvel does have fictional cities, but those fictional cities take place on our planet Earth.
Well, sort of Gotham and
no, that's not Earth. There, like Gotham is not neighbor to New York City. There is no realistic grounding to DC's universe like there is with Marvel's universe. Oh, wait. There's a thing I can light. And that's important.
the Savage Land, everything in space. Like, we're not talking about the space stuff.
Who cares about space? Nobody. Especially not me. All these tiny shoes. Right. No. Oh, no. I'm in a sea of shoes, Rich. That's actually kind of cute. Look at this.
Are they shoes or are they...
I think they're shoes. It's great.
This is like the DCEU version of a ball pit.
Ah!
It's for children. It's simple, but it's designed to look like something adult.
Yep.
It's a ball pit full of brown shoes.
Nice, Rich. Maybe you just don't understand that Superman. Listen. It's a little more realistic and darker movie than you're used to. Like when the alien man in his pajamas uses his heat vision to melt the people. That's a really adult thing. God damn it! Oh fuck! I'm gonna die.
Chad, at the end of the day, most of Marvel comic books take place in New York City,
Yes.
and not Metroburg.
Downtown. Edge City.
Quantum City.
Yeah. Oh, Quantum City. That's a good one. I like that. Quantum City.
Quantum City sounds like a DC city.
Yeah, I like Quantum City.
One of their more obscure characters patrols.
In Quantum City.
Yeah, the Blue Beetle down there in Quantum City. That's his city.
That's where the elongated man is from.
Every DC character gets a city.
Oh, he's gonna find me. Oh, no.
I'm a DC executive. I like your new character idea, Astro Guy, but where's it gonna be set? No, it can't be New York. No. How about Galacuma City?
Galacuma?
Starlingsburg City.
Ooh, Starlingsburg. I like it.
Everyone in DC, they get their own city.
Yep.
It's a magical place.
What the heck?
I know everyone likes to say that Metropolis is like New York and Gotham's like Chicago. Gotham doesn't feel like a Chicago. Gotham feels like the darker side of New York City.
Yeah, they're just two New Yorks.
Yeah.
Agreed. But neither are. Oh. Go. Nice. Well, I guess that's all I'm saying is that adds personality to their universe. And I think a downside of the Nolan verse is losing that personality.
By going the real gritty real.
Yeah,
route.
by going Chicago, because they filmed it in Chicago. It's like, no, I guess it's just Chicago now.
So you got more of a Tim Burton-esque Gotham.
I'm not saying that I liked those movies better, but yeah, I liked the city better. It did have a bit of a personality to it. It felt fantastical. Oh, that's what I'm supposed to do with those. I'm supposed to break them. Hey, go up.
So what are the relative sizes of these cities in the DC universe?
However big they feel like being that week, Rich.
Population-wise, how does Metropolis compare to New York? Is New York still the most populous city in the DC universe?
Wait, you mean Metropolis or Gotham?
No, I'm assuming. I'm going to presume that New York still exists. Does New York exist in the DC universe?
No.
Are you sure? I think these are just extra cities, Jack.
Really?
Chat, I need your help, chat. Does New York exist in the DC universe? Somebody's saying yes, it does. It does. Yes. So then, population-wise, what's going on? New York, Chicago, and LA, or is it no? It's New York, LA, and Chicago. What is it in the DC universe? Is it like Metropolis, New York, Gotham, Central City, LA? How does it work? I'm curious. I want to know.
There's some nerd map that DC just released.
Okay, so where is Metropolis? It's embarrassing. They shoehorn those DC cities next to the real ones. Metropolis is in Delaware and Gotham is in New Jersey. That's just weird.
That's very weird. Oh, he got me. Metropolis is in Delaware? What? Who's what? I really hope that's a joke. Fucking Delaware.
There's nothing wrong with Delaware.
That's not where you put your number one superhero, Rich. Delaware. That's not where you put your main superhero. I'm not saying anything's wrong with Delaware, but it's also Delaware. Yes, it was the first state. That's it. That's all you got, Delaware.
Wisconsinites making fun of Delaware. I'm not making fun of Delaware. It seems weird that Metropolis is there, but... It's a weird spot for a mega city.
Yeah.
I guess it's got to be somewhere. Where do you put Metropolis?
New York.
Then where do you put Gotham?
New York. It's not a real planet.
So you do the Batman versus Superman where they're literally across the river from one another. And yet somehow Superman is the defender of Metropolis and not Metropolis and Gotham because they're literally right fucking next to each other. Thankfully, Superman respects the borders, which is why Metropolis is clean and safe and Gotham's just a fucking shitty hellhole.
No, this is why they live in they live on a different Earth, is what I'm saying. No, let me just say how much I fucking hate that they are so close to each other that you can see them. I hate that you can see Gotham from Metropolis in Batman v Superman. Mm-hmm. What a joke.
Well,
what a goddamn joke, Rich.
Well.
Yeah?
Well?
What
do you want me to do, Jack?
Oh, fix it.
Look, Chicago doesn't have enough culture to be Gotham.
It makes
Chicago is too blue collar as compared to Gotham.
It makes more sense. It makes sense for Chicago to be Gotham.
Unfortunately, Gotham and Metropolis, they're just both New York.
Yeah.
Is there talk of an ocean being next to Gotham? What body of water is Gotham next to?
A big one. A big one? Yeah, usually, like they say, ship shipping, whatnot. Maybe an ocean. Maybe an ocean. Where'd you go? Where'd you go, huggy friend? Let me hug you. Let me hug you. Where are you?
Chad, I'm not trying to put down Chicago. I grew up in the fucking Chicago South suburbs.
No. If we are going to relate them to real cities, Chicago is the only acceptable answer if Metropolis is New York, and obviously Metropolis is New York.
I mean, I root for the freaking White Sox in baseball. I always thought it was Chicago because gangsters and mob bosses and all that. Oh, yeah, because New York didn't have any gangsters.
That's the one thing you know about New York. No gangsters. Definitely no gang members in New York. Yeah, like I said, Chicago makes sense. Big city, a lot of there's a lot of it's also just supposed to be another side of New York, because it's both, and it's not the real world, which is the important part of DC. Is it's not the real world, whereas Marvel is.
Edo Kenado says, "Hey guys, what are your favorite mini games? I used to get drunk and just play cards in Red Dead Redemption, and I still pop in GTA 5 just to play 9 holes of golf. It's good, relaxing golf sim. I actually have played Grand Theft Auto 5 just for the golf.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll be real. I don't know if I've ever popped in a game just to play the minigame.
Are there any particular mini games that stand out as ones you like? I'd have to give this some more thought. There's been a ton of mini games over the dozens of years I've been alive.
Right. Oh crap! You got me. Nope. I got nothing.
Oh, you know what I used to love?
Huh.
Grand Theft Auto 3, and some of the later ones too, but I think they stopped doing it, where you get into a cop car and chase down criminals.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I forgot what they called it. What do they call that? But I used to love just getting into a cop car.
Yeah.
And chasing down criminals. Vigilante? Yeah, that was it.
Got me.
Sometimes played Red Dead just to play Texas Hold'em. See, there's other places you can play Texas Hold'em, though, and so I wouldn't turn on Red Dead Redemption for that.
Shit.
Anonymous says, do you think a Superman movie would be better or worse if you limited him to his original powers? No flying, heat vision, etc. He could jump high, be faster than a train, and is kind of strong. Audiences would reject it. I think you just have to deal with the power levels and embrace it. It worked out fine for Chris Reeve's Superman.
Yeah, the different time.
No.
Different time. Good Superman.
There's no reason that couldn't work today as a somewhat cheesier
Yeah. Oh, right.
superhero film. You don't have to do gritty, realistic. You don't have to.
No, you don't have to. I guess what I meant by different time was I think Chris Reeve Superman benefited from the lack of technology in making Superman do super things.
Okay.
So instead of having him do amazing feats of strength, they just focused, on character and story and fun.
Okay.
And that was a benefit to the movie. No, it's so simple. It's what every good Superman story is, which is Superman cares about people, and the drama is whether or not he's able to save the people around him.
Yeah.
It's so fucking easy that it is shocking how often they have messed this up. We're at number 4 mess-ups, Rich.
Yeah. I know.
Superman Returns? God, what a slog. The Man of Steel? Fuck you. Batman v Superman? A joke. And now Justice League. It is shocking how people keep missing the mark on the whole Superman thing.
Somebody's saying, let me find it. Somebody said, all right, I missed who it was, and I'm going to paraphrase because I can't find the original message.
Okay.
Marvel really toned down Thor's power level, and it really helped to ground him. Nobody gave a shit about Thor. That's why it worked.
Nobody gave a shit.
Nobody. Most of the people who saw those movies didn't know Marvel had a character called Thor. That's a slight exaggeration. But like if Thor's power levels are different than in a comic, I'm going to assume most people did not notice or care. Superman, on the other hand, is famous for being insanely powerful. And if you did that to Superman in a movie, it would be jarring, and I think people would reject the notion.
Agreed.
You can get away with that with Thor because nobody gave a shit about Thor.
Agreed. Super agreed. But yeah, flying, heat vision, invulnerability, like these are all these are all now standard attachments to Superman. Mm-hmm. Agreed. For better or for worse. And didn't they try to tone him down in the comics? In like one of the New 52?
Multiple times.
And it never...
They tried it in the 70s.
Yeah, and it never ever works. They try to bring him back. It's once you open that box, there's no closing it, people.
Rich, what about some sort of kryptonite plotline? You don't need to. You can make Superman work as ultra powerful. It's not about getting into a fist fight with Superman.
I guess it's shocking to me how many of you in chat don't understand Superman.
It's because they don't like Superman in the first place, and that would make him more interesting to them.
Sure.
Would be my guess.
Okay. Maybe you're right. People just don't like Superman.
And I think the answer to that is you just don't like Superman. Watch something else. Go watch Thor, which is a fine movie. I'm not putting down Thor, but...
Why do you keep putting down Thor, Rich? Alright, there's... Oh, fuck. Go away!